In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use direct object pronouns. Of all the grammatical bits and pieces in Spanish, these really are one of the most important. So let's begin with a question. ¿Encontraste a tus amigos en la fiesta anoche? Did you find your friends at the party last night? Now, here are two possible responses. Let's see if we can figure out which one is correct. No, no encontré a mis amigos. Or, no, no los encontré. Now, both of these phrases, as you might have identified, are in fact correct, but we'll come back to this example a little bit later to see which way of saying it actually sounds better. So what exactly are direct object pronouns? Well, you've probably seen these pronouns before. Let's have a look over on the right here. We have me, which is like me in English, te, you in English, lo or la, which could be him, her, or it. We have nos, which is us, os, the pronoun used to refer to vosotros, which can roughly be translated as you all, or you with more than one person. And then finally you have los and las, which is them, masculine or feminine, or also it can be you if you use the ustedes, plural form. Now these pronouns are actually quite similar to English in that they're used to make language more concise. So like in the following example. ¿Compraste las flores? Did you buy the flowers? Sí, las compré ayer. Yes, I bought them yesterday. So in our question, the direct object of the sentence is las flores. It's the thing that we're talking about. And in the response, we use the pronoun las to mean the flowers or them, so that we don't have to repeat the word flowers over and over again, which gets very boring very quickly and sounds very unnatural. It's like saying, I bought them yesterday. Notice how the direct object pronoun comes before the verb in Spanish and not after, like in English. In English we say, I bought them. In Spanish we say, I them bought. Las compré. So how do we use these pronouns then? Well, first of all, we identify our direct object in the sentence. And the direct object is the thing or person that is directly affected by the verb. Now, what does that mean, directly affected? Well, for example, to read a book. Read is the verb, and the verb is affecting the word book. That's the object. So the book is the thing being affected by the verb. Once we've identified that direct object, we can then choose from our pronouns over here on the right to replace the word that we said and just make the sentence more natural. So, ¿has leído el libro? Have you read the book? No, no lo he leído aún. No, I haven't read it yet. Notice the position of that pronoun is different from the English. Now in this example we identified el libro, or the book, as the direct object. In the response, instead of just repeating that word book again, like, have you read the book? No, I haven't read the book, which is very unnatural. We replace the word book with a pronoun to make it sound more flowing and natural. So we'll choose our third person masculine pronoun, lo, to replace the direct object to make that response more concise. No, no lo he leído aún. Okay, so now that we know more or less how this works, the trickiest part is actually identifying the direct object of the sentence. Let's use some examples to show how you can do that. Traje la cámara para Susana. I bought the camera for Susanna. In this case, the camera is what's being directly affected by the verb. It's the thing that I bought for Susanna. Now I can go ahead and replace that word camera with a pronoun. In this case, la. So instead of saying traje la cámara para Susana, I can say la traje para Susana. I bought it for Susanna. Here's another example. Enviaremos los informes. We'll send the reports. Here, the direct object of the sentence is the reports. And it's the reports which are being directly affected by the action, or the verb, enviar. Los enviaremos. We'll send them. Now, can direct objects also be people, as well as things? Of course they can. In fact, it's very common in Spanish to use the direct object pronouns for people, like here in these two examples. Mi mamá llamó a mí ayer. Mi mamá me llamó ayer. both of which mean my mum called me yesterday. ¿A qué hora lleva a nosotros al aeropuerto? ¿A qué hora nos lleva al aeropuerto? At what time will he take us to the airport? In these examples, the direct object is a me and a nosotros, but you rarely hear people say this. They'd automatically swap it in the direct pronouns. Mi mamá me llamó. ¿A qué hora nos lleva al aeropuerto? It's much more concise, it's much more natural, and it speeds things up. But this is why knowing direct object pronouns are so important in Spanish. Now we have one more critical question to answer here before we finish. Can the direct object pronouns lo, la, los, and las also be used for people? Aren't they just for things? Well, let's have a look at this example. Two ways of basically saying the same thing. Sergio vio a Daniela en el restaurante. Sergio la vio en el restaurante. Sergio saw her at the restaurant. The pronoun la replaces the direct object, a Daniela. So yes, to answer your question, they can be used for people too. What happens is that Daniela is directly affected by the verb ver. Sergio vio a Daniela. Sergio la vio. What's he seeing? He's seeing her. So she is the direct object. There are a few other common verbs where the direct object is a person. Llamar, encontrar, llevar, traer, amar, querer. So now we are going full circle back to our original example. Which one does in fact sound better? ¿Encontraste a tus amigos en la fiesta anoche? No, no encontré a mis amigos. Or, no, no los encontré. The better, more concise response is no, no los encontré. Los refers to mis amigos. No los encontré. No, I didn't find them. Bueno, ahora tienen más sentidos los pronombres directos. Makes sense, right? Just remember to always look for the thing or person being directly affected by the verb and just use the corresponding pronoun. After some practice, you'll find it becomes second nature to use direct object pronouns.
I hope you enjoyed this grammar lesson. Now, to download the full notes for this lesson, please click the link in the video description below, and that will take you to a page where you can sign up for our Spanish Vault and get free access to that and lots of other stuff. Now, if you'd like to test yourself on this grammar point, then check out the next video where we have a little quiz prepared for you. Otherwise, please subscribe to the channel y nos vemos en el próximo.